Yes, thank you so much for the introduction. And before I start, I would like to thank the organizing committee and the organizers of the conference for their kind invitation and for taking all the effort to bring us together today. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. This is the beauty or the opportunity that comes with the challenge of COVID-19, that they can bring us from all over the world, from different time zones, to be in the same room to talk about issues together. I'm delighted to participate and take part of the World Association for Sustainable Development virtual conference, the conference that hosts participants from all over the world. It is my great honor today to a wide range of to speak to a wide range of academicians, practitioners, policymakers, researchers, leaders, and managers from public and private sectors. I'm really honored to be the speaker in the same session with Her Excellency Professor Intisar El-Zein Saghairoun. Thank you, Professor Intisar, for your insights about Sudan. I think Sudan is not unique in that situation. Many countries are actually in the same pool with Sudan when it comes to how to advance and help higher education to deliver their mission to help the sustainable development of the country. Throughout my presentation today, I'm aiming to share experiences and hoping to create partnerships to enhance knowledge sharing and the international cooperation between all of us. To promote the exchange of knowledge, experiences, and information and ideas related to sustainable world development is our responsibility as educational leaders and scholars. Before I start, let me actually give you an introduction about the American University in Cairo. We were founded in 1919, so now we're 102 years old. We just celebrated our 100th anniversary a couple of years ago, and we are a premier English language private institution, and I would add also not-for-profit institution in Egypt committed to teaching and research. The QS ranking lists us as one of the top universities in the world. AUC offers exceptional liberal arts education, and that's what we pride ourselves with, is the liberal arts education, our teaching philosophy, and I want to actually relate that later on to the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. Our inquiry-based learning strategy focuses on critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration. In fall 2020, our campus had around 700 full-time equivalent faculty, with almost 50% of them are international faculty. Our faculty to student ratio is 1 to 10 in this fall, last fall. AUC has international prestigious partnership with almost 260 partner universities all over the world, many of them actually in North America. And we welcome students from around 50 countries. So on our campus, not now, but on our student body, we have almost 50 nationalities representing all of our students. We build culture of leadership, lifelong learning, and service among our graduates, with our dedication to make significant contribution to Egypt and the international community in diverse fields. Our alumni are shining around the globe, and they are located in more than 128 countries, handling prominent business, diplomacy, government position. They always make us proud of AUC and of our achievement through them. Let me actually move to the next slide and talk about the future of operation strategy for education in Egypt. And I'm not authorized to talk about Egypt, but this is what Egypt has announced in its vision of 2030. So I'm giving just highlights from Egypt to Vision 2030. Our future of operation strategy of education in Egypt is to meet the sustainable millennium and to develop goals and to achieve the fourth goal of the United Nations Convention on Sustainable Development. Education for sustainability is an essential component of our changing world. The term used to describe the types of education for sustainability is diverse, including environmental education, education for durability, education for sustainable development. In Egypt, we emphasize the education, that education plays an essential role in breaking the intergenerational cycle of poverty, increasing the earning potential and improved health outcomes, psychological well-being, and personal sense of social existence. In that regard, the social pillar of Vision 2030 in the Arab Republic of Egypt aims to create a fair and just society. Education plays a leading role in developing the skills and knowledge for all Egyptians to achieve the aspiration of the Vision 2030 and the 2014 Constitution of Egypt, that education is a fundamental right for all citizens and the state is obliged to provide it. How AUC is working towards achieving this goal? How can we contribute to the country vision of 2030? In AUC, we are serious about building education system capable of preparing young people for knowledge societies in the future. We enhance new ways that focus more on procedural knowledge and awareness of cognitive process. We hope that we are leading the country in that demand. We hope that we actually lead by example in Egypt, and actually we teach our, I wouldn't say teach, but we help our sister universities in Egypt to in that goal. So directly, we have established many initiatives at AUC that help the sustainable development of the country. So, for example, in September 2011, we established the Office of Sustainability. The main objective of that office is to integrate environmental and societal sustainability into the university culture and structure and our curriculum too. The Office of Sustainability at the American University in Cairo released the university inaugural sustainable report. We issue that report every other year. And actually that helps us also to ensure the sustainability of our campus, and also to measure our carbon footprint on the campus, something that we are proud of. Not only that, we also aspire to help our sister universities in Egypt to establish the same offices and help them to develop their own carbon footprint for each university. The carbon footprint for our university helps us actually to focus on how can we contribute to society at large and teach our students through that office many aspects of sustainable development. We also have established the Master of Science in Sustainable Development, and the beauty of that Master of Science in Sustainable Development that actually it works across all schools in AUC. So it works in the School of Business, Science of Engineering, Global Affairs and Public Policy, and Humanities and Social Science. And it accepts students from all disciplines, and it insists actually to educate students in all aspects of sustainable development. So an engineering student should actually work closely with with Global Affairs and Public Policy School and Humanities and Social Sciences and Business in order to ensure that his idea that he's contributing to the society is accepted from the business side and also contributes to the society at large. Sometimes when we find, and as an engineer, sometimes when we do a solution, we don't look at the impact of that solution on the society. This is part of that master's degree, and we're proud of that. We also have the Center of Applied Research on Environmental Sustainability, CARES. And CARES envision a region of modern, sustainable, and prosperous communities. CARES' mission is to guide sustainable development efforts in Egypt, the region, and beyond by providing holistic academic programs and applied interdisciplinary research of improving lives and livelihoods, while actually safeguarding natural resources and future generations to come. But more importantly and indirectly, our liberal education philosophy encourages our students to think critically and examine the role in the world. AUC students are more engaged in the world economics, politics, and cultural traditions, and they can analytically find creative solutions to enduring and urgent problems while ensuring the sustainability development of the society. We ask our students to be educated in all aspects. We ask our students to be well-rounded citizens, and that actually contributes to the sustainable development of our world. And I think liberal education, the liberal education philosophy at AUC helps the universities, our university and our graduates to help the community at large. What is the impact of COVID-19 pandemic lockdown on the future of role of higher education? And I want to actually go quickly over that too. Well, there is a digital advantage. The new education reliance on digital solution during COVID-19, and this is going to change the way the higher education will serve the communities in the future. The COVID-19 crisis has brought about years of a change in how educational institutions in all sectors and regions do their business. The COVID-19 pandemic has forced restructuring in the education sector to ensure delivery of service is accomplished to the greatest possible extent. In Egypt, education institutions have had to adapt to the situation quickly. This has resulted in an unprecedented push to online learning. Actually, many institutions are looking at offering fully online degrees now in the country, and looking at how can we actually do this while engaging the students also in their education process. AUC has handled COVID-19 actually in a very good way, in my own opinion. We started early. We started to prepare before even COVID-19 comes to Egypt. Once we heard that the issue is in China, we senior administration said it's a matter of time to actually to come to Egypt. So we started to prepare early. So we actually established a special coronavirus task force to review university readiness and act as a focal point of contact for sharing timely, accurate, relevant information with AUC community. We on the education side, our priority were given to the health and safety of all of our AUC faculty and students, but at the same time, we moved quickly to ensure that everyone is equipped to be taught and teach online. So looking at the future, what will be the future? Part of COVID-19 impact at AUC that once COVID-19 actually hit Egypt, we started to think quickly, what will the future look like? And I established a committee from really leading faculty members at AUC who are known to be innovative and creative to look at the future. And that committee has created a report to us to propose to us what are the changes needed at AUC and in the country in order to adapt to the changes that COVID-19 has mandated on all of us. And so we must consider technology. This is part of the recommendation of that committee, that we must consider technology as a tool for education and social development. COVID-19 presents education and learning with a unique challenge, but as we all know, with a challenge, there are many opportunities. Right now, our main task is to work hard to achieve the best education quality that serves education for sustainability in the essential components. Together, we have an immense responsibility in shaping the future of our education as an education leaders. AUC is looking forward to continuing cooperation with all academicians, practitioners, for having a bright future for the country and for the world at large. What will the future look like? We don't really know, but we know it's not going to be what we have today. We know that 10 years from today, the higher education system in all countries will be changing. Online education will be part of it. Faculty being in a classroom teaching to the students is not going to be the only modality of teaching from now on. So what do we need to be prepared for that? One of the things that we need to work on, especially in Egypt and other countries in the same situation like Egypt, is the internet or the internet infrastructure in the country. This is something, it's a must now that we need to address immediately. And with that, I will stop, and I will leave the rest for Q's and A's.
So please remember, if we all help and do a little bit, it will make a big difference.